Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Found two affair phones on the network by accident. My sister-in-law is staying with us, and I pulled up the router to show how much more bandwidth she was using than us. Curiously, there was a fourth phone on the network. I immediately became confused, then suspicious. After thinking about it a few days, I started some home investigation by audio recording our bedroom and discovered my wife was having virtual affairs and making meeting arrangements. After 3 days of data collection, I confronted her. She denied everything, especially possessing a separate phone to conduct her cheating. I pulled up the router to show her, and 3 phones showed up with her ID, all with different MAC addresses. Still she denied. I filed for divorce. She announces to friends and family that I am insanely jealous, crazy, and potentially dangerous. I never did tell her about the recordings. I guess she will find out when her lawyer tells her. Ooh, I just love it when people have an ace up their sleeve when someone makes them the bad guy. New moon with face. This is the way. Damn myself for using my free award today before reading this comment. Up pointing finger, this is the way. This is this way. This is the way. It can be satisfying to show a lying partner to be just that, but often the message doesn't get to everyone and then you being the bad guy hangs around like bad breath. That's why I generally support any betrayed spouse who decides to shotgun the truth early in the aftermath. This from a guy who didn't and supported years of a facade that the divorce was amicable and we were still friends. I told myself I did it for my young son, but the truth is, he probably knows everything now. My son and I have always had a great relationship, so that wasn't an issue, but I am sure there are plenty of people who bought the bullshit story. Except, of course, for those at 3 different locations, who knew she was cuckolding me. FML. What an ace. In many states cheating isn't a factor in splitting if assets, custody of children. The person with the ability to say they were the primary caretaker wins. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about how the soon-to-be ex tried to make him the villain and making him seem crazy. The ace would be having the recordings and make people turn their backs on her because she's the problem. You better not leave us hanging. Updates as much as possible. Sorry for what's happening to you. Keep your head up. She is staying with her brother. She came back while I was gone and picked up hair color, makeup, shoes, bras, and skirts. She's already living the single life. Uck. No, she picked up her clothes and toiletries, FFS. Sorry for you, bro, and I know it's not funny to you at this moment, but I must admit this list of what are apparently her priorities is somewhat amusing to me. Check your local laws regarding recordings, just to be on the safe side. Good advice, that's why I didn't say anything about them. Wow, total denial is amazing enough, but an offensive smear and discredit campaign. Did you have any glimpses or warnings that this is what lurked beneath her surface? No. Maybe an occasional thought of suspicion when I would notice inconsistencies. If I would ask her a question, she would respond with comments that would make me feel like an idiot for even questioning her, and she would tell family and friends about my questioning her, causing them to believe I was jealous and controlling. That's gaslighting. If you get used to it, then it becomes hard to spot. Look back at your previous conversation and see how it was just her gaslighting you. Yeah, keep the recordings a secret until the divorce hearings, and after the divorce give them to all the friends and family she lied to. Then everyone will see who was crazy. That's great. Let her spin these lies for months, then do the reveal. By then it will be too late. The damage of his reputation will be smeared with friends and family. Oh, I got proof, but isn't going to show it until she makes me look really, really bad, like she hasn't already. True that damage is done, but the focus should be on the divorce, and in this case he should not show his hand until the lawyers meet. This gives STBXW more time to dig her grave, so to speak. If she knows what proof he has, she will simply respin her story from one where he is a dangerous, jealous, paranoid liar saying everything I am doing is proof of an affair to yes, I had an affair because he was such a bad husband. By letting her spin her tale as long as possible, her fall from grace will be even harder. And worse if she told those lies to her attorney and divorce judge. Most people will then look at her and realize that if the first story she was given was proven to be a complete lie, then is what she is saying now a complete lie? Granted, some people will believe her no matter what evidence they are presented with to the contrary. We have millions of anti-vaxxers, stolen elections, and flat earthers as proof of that. But those people are lost causes anyway, because they could have seen STBXW cheating with AP and make something up to justify it. Those people don't matter and honestly need to be cut out of ops life anyway, as they are toxic. What matters are the people who will listen, and most importantly the people who will be deciding the division of marital assets, alimony, child custody, etc. Those are the people you want to see how much of a liar STBXW is by letting her spin her tales before presenting the proof of the truth. No, don't do that. Keep them but don't spread them. Is there any method that would produce multiple copies of one phone being on the network with different MAC addresses? I don't know. Did you try to find the phone? Tried and failed miserably. Decided to go with what I had. No need to rush, you can keep looking. She probably thinks she fooled you. Time is now your ally. No. Unless they're running a virtual machine, MAC addresses are hard-coded at the device level. Plus, Occam's razor. Which is more likely? 3 phones or some elaborate technical duckery duping her phone's MAC address? Yeah, that's what I thought. But I keep getting hammered with how there's 1,000 ways that could happen. So did you apologize to the sister-in-law, or was she not responsible for the additional data usage? She was using excessive bandwidth. Netflix binging. I wish I knew what apps she was using. I suppose her binging led to your wife's exposure, so every cloud has a silver lining, or not, as the case may be. Sorry man. I found out that my wife of 20 years was on Ashley Madison. She's a huge feminist, and the irony is that she's sleeping with married men and women, thus whoring herself out and breaking up marriages. She had zero plans. Now, she might have to pony up close to $300,000 for this. She wants equality between men and women. She's about to get a big dose of it. Keep your head up, man. Things will get better. Amen. Talk about putting a smile on my face. Holy shit. Fabulous. Sorry it turned out that way, but at least you have some payback. OMFG, Ashley Madison? With both men and women? Trashy. What do you mean by no plan? No hiding it off? Was she a sugar baby and didn't save or invest any money? Oh wow, seriously. Oops. Equality is a real TCH sometimes. Sucks to be her, smiley face. You found 2 phones? Your wife had one. Who had the other? She had known home cell, plus 2 other secret phones. She denies the existence of the other 2 phones, blaming bad technology, glitches in the system, and/or hacking. When she left, the other phones fell off the network and have not returned. Do the phones have to be on to show up on the network? Did you check her purse or her car? Who knows, maybe she hid it in a house plan. The secret phones were left on accidentally. I was able to turn her phone off and show her that the other 2 phones were left live on the router. Wow, you showed her that they were on router. Do you think one could have been her work phone? Maybe the other was the sister's phone? But when she left, all the extra phones disappeared. Damn, that's pretty convincing to me. Defiantly keep the files secret for sure, but if it gets to a boiling point with friends and family, then just say I've got proof, and you'll find out after the divorce. Imagine your wife and friends/family stewing over what you have, probably not even believing you, but when it comes out they can all eat shit. I mean, it sucks when you know something for a fact, but the other person acts like crazy, tells everybody crazy and so forth. Damn, scandalous cheaters, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Cheers and good luck. Fitbit clues, showing large gaps in sleep. This was a tip-off to record during regular sleep times. Goal. Don't let her control the narrative. You did nothing wrong, and friends and family should be your support, no hers. Since your wife knows that you know about the phones, but not the rest, you can say that the phone thing made you suspicious and that's when you discovered unquestionable evidence, but of course don't give any clues as to what it is exactly. You're talking about virtual affairs, plural, and meeting arrangements. Are you saying it's not one AP but multiple hookups? It would be useful for you to find out how long it's been going on. How was she behaving with you prior to your discovery? Did she start to neglect you at some point? Did you two have intimacy issues? Post her recordings online. Let everyone see for themselves that she is the one that had something to hide. No, I couldn't do that. They're too sensitive and nasty. I don't hate her. Just don't like to share. Not my thing. You have some self-control. First emotion I feel is anger and revenge. Been in your shoes X2. But I understand what you mean. Best of luck with your outcome. That could hurt him in the divorce. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.